So the other interesting part about your journey is the fact that you have a dog that literally began its life on this boat and also in this nomadic lifestyle, because from boat to van and then back to boat type of thing. So what's it like having a dog? Because now the dog's big. I mean, I saw it earlier. It was here.
At first, I thought it would be cool to have a dog on board for just, I don't know, the company and also safety in Mexico. It's kind of an alarm system that doesn't take power. You have a companion. But Kona kind of like, we found her on, I think it was on Kijiji, and that was after the holidays, and try to find a rescue dogs. And after the holidays, they're empty. And there was one dog that we really liked, but was limping, had hips problems. Like, it's gonna be on a boat. It needs to be able to jump on and off. Can't just crane the dog on and off every day, twice a day. So we kind of gave up on the idea, and eventually, I think did a quick look, and there's Kona. She looked pretty rough. She was the rental of it later, and her coat was light, and she had this little Buddha belly, and but get there and just so cute, and it was like, oh, we should think about it, and it's like, oh, actually we're gonna take her, and, take the dog, and there's no leash, no blanket, nothing, no collar, just got the dog. So it was 9:30, so it's like, okay. Because I felt she kind of needed to go, and in the parking lot of Burger King, where we drove to Chilliwack to grab her and kind of put her in a parking lot so she can pee, but I'm kind of scared she would run. I don't know the dog yet. And she did a little bit of poo, and I think she finished, and I put her back in the car, and I gave her to which now my ex-girlfriend, but girlfriend at the time, put her on her lap, and was like, okay, I'm just going to go grab a bag so I can pick up the poo, and so comes back in the cart, and there's piss and shit everywhere. And I look at her, it's like, what the hell happened? I don't know. And she's crying. There's piss and shit all over the console. And it's like, oh man, what do we do? Should we call it? And she's like, should we call them back? She's like, well, we commit to this dog. We can't just pull out now. I mean, so go to Walmart.
What's the return policy?
So I go to Walmart, grab everything, and same thing. So we grab a mat and bring her inside, and wake up the next day again. There's piss and shit everywhere in the boat, and it's like, oh man. So I really have her hand full with refitting the boat, and I think I was laid off at the time already. But so the first 2-3 weeks was a nightmare. I had to take her out every 15-20 minutes nonstop.
Oh, wow.
If I wasn't working on the boat, living on the boat full time, it would have been even more of a challenge. It probably destroyed all the inside. But being there and be able to train her every day, it helped a lot to kind of make her ready and used to the boat. And eventually she was able to walk out, and we had a pea pad, which is fake grass on the deck for a while. But
it was the backyard.
Yeah, it was kind of a backyard, and she got pretty good doing that. And but after a few storms, we lost it overboard.
Oh, okay.
And after 2 was like, hey, I kind of hate having all this plastic going in the ocean. It kind of sucks. And you have to wash it twice a day, and it still stinks.
Yeah.
So eventually she just started to do her business right on deck, and just pick up the poop, rinse the pee with a bucket of water, just with seawater, and doesn't smell, and it's pretty easy to clean, and that's what we've been using for the last while.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she just goes wherever.
Yeah, she just do her business.
Yeah.
So don't even have to take her. She just go on deck, and if she will wait until we actually get in the dinghy, and if we potentially go to shore. But if she see us, we don't bring her or whatever, she just leave with the dinghy, and she just go on the deck on her own.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just as much as possible she waits to go, because she prefers to go on shore, and I don't know, it's she knows it's less work for us, so she waits. But if we're not going, and we can even tell her, if we know we're not going, we just tell her, gonna go on deck, and she goes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and in Mexico, it's so hot that the poop dries in an hour, and then it's just a rock. You just pick it up and throw it overboard.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So pretty chill. Not too shabby.
Yeah,
so having a dog on board isn't so bad. You were feeding your dog fish right out of the friggin' rivers and stuff.
Yeah.
So is that cool, or does your dog's stomach digest that, or is it because she's used to it since she's been doing that from birth?
I was cleaning the fish, and I cut the head off and the guts, and put it on a rock. But she would feed on that, and after that, eat the fish. She was like, screw it. So I just knock the fish out and give it straight up to her, and she just eat it like that. It's like, man, perfect. She's ready for the boat.
Yeah. So that's like the dog's diet now is like just feeding off the land or whatever.
Well, as much as we try to,
she eats a lot of kibbles.
Yeah.
Okay. So she still eats dog food.
Yeah. She still eats some kibbles, and we try to mix it up, but as much, like, we almost get fish every day or every second day when we're out there, especially in Mexico, spearfishing. So she's always there. So when we fillet it, we feed her like the scraps or extra piece, and she eat it raw, and she loves it.